Does saving $15,000 on a $50,000 salary feel impossible for you right now? If you've ever looked at that math, it can feel like you're being asked to do something that no average person can do. Maybe you're making a solid average salary, but trying to hit a savings goal that feels far from average altogether. It's easy to believe that anyone saving that kind of money is either earning six figures or has completely given up on their social life for a lowly existence of rice and beans. Listen, what if I told you that hitting this goal is not only possible, but you can do it without becoming a hermit or feeling like you're punishing yourself? In this video, I'm going to walk you through a dead simple blueprint to make this happen. So these are not going to be theories. They're going to be the exact steps that you can take to put $15,000 into your own savings account. Whether you want to do it in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, it doesn't matter. These are going to be your terms in your timeline, but all I ask of you is that you get started. So let's dive right into this. If you're tired of money being a source of stress and a list of things that you can't do, then it's time to stop managing your money and start taking control. Before getting into any numbers, you have to nail the single most important part of this journey, which is your mindset. Listen, for most people, the brain is wired to see saving as an act of deprivation. Every dollar you don't spend feels like a loss, a sacrifice, or a punishment altogether. And that is why most attempts to save money fails. The breakthrough comes when you completely flip that script, right? Saving is not about depriving yourself. It is about being empowered. You are literally buying back your own freedom. Every dollar you put away is no longer a no to another dinner out. It is a yes to your future with less stress. A yes to an emergency fund that can handle a real crisis. A yes to having options as well. This is not going to be about sacrifice. It is about making intentional choices that align with what you want. Once your head is in the right place, you need a simple game plan. Listen, forget complicated spreadsheets, right? This entire strategy boils down to 3 core rules. Rule number 1, pay yourself first, aggressively as well. This is a golden rule for a particular reason, right? Most people spend money first and then they save whatever is left. You need to do the exact opposite of that. Your savings transfer should be the very first bill that you pay. If you want to save $15,000 in just a year, you need to put aside $1,250 every single month. Now, if you want to save $15,000 in 2 years, you need to set aside $625 a month. If you want to save $15,000 in 3 years, you need to put aside $325 a month. So let's say, for example, that we want to save that $15,000 in just 1 year. We need to make sure that if we're paid on a bi-weekly basis, we're transferring $625 every single paycheck into our savings account, and we want to automate this process. My suggestion is that you transfer this money into a high yield savings account. Automating this is crucial because it removes the willpower from the equation altogether. The money is gone before you even have a chance to miss it or spend it on random purchases, okay? So rule number 2 is the modified 50-30-20 rule. Listen, the standard 50-30-20 rule is amazing, right? Which means 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for your savings. It's a great start, but it's not going to get you to your $15,000 in 1 year goal. On a $3,400 monthly take-home pay, 30% is only $680 a month. To hit your target of $1,250 a month, you need to save around 37% of your income. So your new budget looks like this: 50% for needs, 13% for wants, and 37% for savings. That seems tough, right? But I did not promise you that this was going to be easy. So for a $3,400 a month income, 50% for needs is approximately $1,700 per month. This covers the essentials like housing, utilities, groceries, and debt payment as well. The biggest change you can make here is the money you spend on food. Get serious about meal planning and taking your own lunch to work. This change alone can save you hundreds a month and thousands a year. 13% of that $3,400 a month salary is for your wants. Now, that is approximately $450 every month. This is not about cutting out all the fun. It is about being intentional about how you spend your money. Instead of small, forgettable purchases, focus on high-impact ones. Budget for one dinner out instead of 4 mediocre ones, right? And cancel streaming services that you rarely watch and rediscover free fun like hiking or going on a walk in the park. So, the remaining 37% of your $3,400 a month salary is for your savings. So, that is around $1,250 a month. This one is non-negotiable, so make it automated and transfer that money. Don't touch it. Now, rule number 3 is track every single thing, but don't obsess about it. For the first 3 months, track every single dollar you spent using a free app or my free spending with purpose tracker, which already has the 50-30-20 rule built in, if you want to save the money that way. If you want to save more aggressively, then go ahead and change the numbers around like we talked about and make it 50, 13, 37 to hit your savings goal way faster. The goal is not to feel guilty. It's just to be aware of where you're spending your money. You need to see where you're spending your money and where your money is going. You're going to likely find forgotten subscription or identify areas where you're spending your money that you don't need to. This data allows you to make smart cuts and not just wild guesses. So following those 3 rules builds the foundation, right? But a few secret weapons can help you stay on track and even speed things up as well. So first, you must open a high yield savings account or HYSA. This one is non-negotiable because listen, an HYSA is a savings account that pays a much higher interest rate than a traditional savings account. While a typical savings account might give you a measly 0.4%, you can find a high yield savings account that offers significantly more. So in late 2025 and early 2026, it is still possible to find accounts offering rates in the 4% to 5% range. It is free money that helps you hit your goal faster, so take advantage of that. And secondly, embrace the side hustle. You can only cut your expenses so much and then you can't cut no more. But there is no limit to how much money you can earn. This doesn't mean you should get a whole second job, right? Finding a small, flexible gig in the weekends can bring in an extra $200 to $300 every month. That extra cash is going to act as a buffer in your budget, and every dollar you earn can go straight into your savings. And finally, and this is critical, you should already have an emergency fund. Before starting an aggressive goal like this, you need to aim to have 3 months of basic living expenses tucked away. This is your financial firewall, okay? It is what protects your big savings goal from being wiped out by a flat tire or an unexpected bill. Without it, an aggressive savings plan is a house of cards. So make sure you don't skip this part. Imagine what having that $15,000 in the bank is going to feel like for you. That number is not just money, right? It is proof that you are disciplined. It is the security that you need. It's the confidence that comes from knowing that you are in the driver's seat of your own life. It is the freedom of knowing that if you lost your job, you're going to be just fine. That is a great opportunity, okay? And also, if an opportunity comes along, you can take it without being tied to your 9 to 5. And then from there on, that money can become the foundation for your first investment or your first business that is growing and working for you. Saving $15,000 on a $50,000 salary is not a fantasy. You can do this. It is a direct result of a clear, intentional plan. It requires you to be conscious of your choices, but it does not require you to be completely miserable. You got this, my friend. So listen, okay? Your journey starts with one decision, okay? Right now. I'm talking about today. Get started. And if this lit a fire under you to take back control, then make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications as well, okay? Thank you so much for being here, okay? Now go and start building your future. And I want you to always remember that the best time to invest in yourself was yesterday, but the second best time is now. You got this.